I do want to pick a soundbite from each one of you about a message for future leaders. Why would you say to a future leader, start with you, Rishi, why is this important and relevant to future business leaders? Your message.
Yeah, thanks. First of all, it's not an option to ignore sustainability. We're in a world which is getting disrupted, and we spoke a lot about it during the panel today. But for me, there are just simple 5 pointers, and I'm not going to take too much time here. But if you're looking at the true financial gains, these are partly because of consumer desire for sustainable products. So let's get our hats on. How are we creating those sustainable products which consumers actually appreciate and are willing to spend more money? If we want the right talent, the talent which is driven by a purpose, sustainability is again a conversation that you cannot ignore, and you need to have it as part of your core DNA, and hence take that opportunity to drive the right talent which is purpose driven. It is actually your ability to drive innovation in your organization. Sustainability is fueling innovation. It challenges us to think creatively, efficiently, and pioneering new technologies. The fact that, fourth point, the fact that we're not looking at a short term growth, but we're looking at a global yet long term growth. And these are the choices as keeping sustainability as our core. We do have an opportunity to take choices which will have ripples across the generations. And we need to integrate sustainability into our day to day operations and our business objectives. And last but not the least, this should translate, sustainability can actually help you translate growth for all and growth for good. It is so important that corporates are actually doing their bit in terms of first understanding how sustainability and climate change are also risk management, and it's more than just about risk management and financial issues, but this is about how do you create long-term viability and a sustainable equivalent growth for all, growth for good. That's what I had to share.
Thank you so much, Rishi. And let's hope that future generations are listening and they won't have to say the same things. But Renee, what about your perspective?
Yeah, I think Rush, you covered it well around all the dimensions. I think the one piece, as I think about the future generations, one, I always say we're self-taught sustainability experts, right? So they're now learning it much younger in college. There's majors, and it's intertwined within a lot of the majors that you see of within the universities. And so I'm optimistic about what they're then going to be able to bring to the table that we haven't yet thought of. So I actually see it as, and it's in their ethos, right? It's part of who they are. I am excited for these future leaders to come on board and help us accelerate the progress that we've started.
Thank you so much. Linda.
Renee, you hit it. It's all about being excited for the future because it's in their DNA. My kids at home always turn the lights off. It's been ingrained in them on energy savings important. So for me, it'd be just operate with transparency. Whatever you do, whatever role you're in the company, operate with transparency with your peers, with your customers, with all your stakeholders.
Thank you so much. Siva.
I think we should seize the market opportunity out here. If you look at the UN Sustainability Development Goals, which is a set of 17 goals and 169 related targets, when you implement that in just four of the 60 sectors, food and agriculture, city, energy and material, health and well-being, that could open up a market opportunity of close to $12 trillion a year by 2032. That's a significant market opportunity, in my perspective, for all of us to capture. According to the World Economic Forum, sustainability could boost global economic output by 4.5 trillion by the end of the decade and by 25 trillion by 2050. That's reason enough for all of the leaders to act. Sustainability also, I think we should adopt that, as Ruchi mentioned, as a business risk mitigation strategy. If you look at McKinsey, they have reported that the value at stake from sustainability concerns, like we spoke about climate change, water scarcity, and other sustainability related areas, so the impact would be as high as 70% on the EBITDA. So, very well treated as a risk mitigation strategy. And also, I think it was Linda who spoke about vendor sourcing, and it's quite true. 50% of the RSPs will include sustainability metrics moving on, as Bill mentioned, and ESG performance will be viewed as a top three decision factor for IT equipment purchases. Now, the way I look at it is that sustainability creates an opportunity for all of us to create shared value. Think of sustainability as creating economic value in a way that also creates value for society by addressing its needs and challenges. The call to leaders would be to make sustainability part of your business vision and mission statement, and going beyond that, make it part of your DNA and innovation quotient as an organization.
Siva, thank you. Thank you so much. I think the word DNA has come up in all of this commentary. Don and Bill, final comments from you.
Yeah, I will echo Siva. Great statement there. And I think really what it comes down to is data does make a difference. I'm coming at it from the technical side, but the data makes a difference. And, it is all of our responsibility to educate ourselves. So everyone is responsible for this. We do have a responsibility to leave the world in just as good as a place as if we came into it, for our future leaders and for future businesses. So I'm going to just keep it short and sweet and say data just makes all the difference in the world. Just educate yourself.
Thank you, Don. Bill.
I think that sustainability needs to be a part of your core culture for the company. As Sita said, it's part of your DNA. And addressing climate change, it's all about a commitment to innovation.